top of the line, I give it the news, there's nothing less. The way I deliver the facts, try to do it the best, man, it's button check. Gotta subscribe and telling you that it's button check. You're not tuning to button check.
What is up, Button Check family? Welcome back to a post-Super Bowl Monday, or a full week of buttons that need to be checked, however you want to refer to that. Either way, thank you guys for joining me. Chapters down below, sub button, you already know the drill. Appreciate the mad love. We got some unfortunate, like, what the hell is really going on buttons that need to be checked. So let's go ahead and dive into this. If I could talk, dive into this without further ado. Let's go. All right, first up, for what the hell is going on with Riot, namely 2XKO buttons that need to be checked. This is insane, y'all. So we already been talking about some 2XKO, and then you got like all these people talking about, man, or actually I should say the devs came out not too long ago, said we're changing the game. It's not gonna feel or play like the way that we'd hope. It didn't like fall along the line of our original vision, so we're gonna take it back. We're gonna obviously keep it out because it's out already, but we're gonna start to tweak it a lot. Other people are like, what? You've had like over like a decade or some shit to like work on this game, and now you're technically still not done. But others are looking like at the sales, you know, obviously it's free to play. I can't talk today. They're looking at the downloads on PlayStation. They're like, this game is doing some serious numbers. So at this point, we're thinking, what the hell is really happening? Is it thriving or are they in trouble? Well, unfortunately, it looks like the latter, because they just posted this, man, what was it, earlier today? Literally today, posting this right here. So if you just click on it over here on X or Twitter, just this, and then it says update on 2XKO. Okay, so let's click it real quick. I believe there's an article. See what the hell. Posted February 9th. If we scroll down below, check this out. Saying, hey everyone, I wanted to take a moment to share an important update on 2XKO. This is a difficult update to share, but we want to be clear about what's changing and why. What's changing and why? After a lot of discussion and reflection, we are reducing the size of the 2XKO team. I want you to know that this decision wasn't made lightly. As we expand from PC to console, we saw consistent trends in how players were engaging with 2XKO. The game has resonated with a passionate core audience, but overall, momentum hasn't reached the level needed to support a team of the size long term. So that answers the question right there. Momentum has not reached the level needed. So, you know, while some were talking about, oh, it's breaking numbers, haters gonna hate, y'all be mad, look at how we thriving. Unfortunately, it's still not reaching the sales, or not the sales, but the income period and the player base that was originally expected. Now, they continue saying, with a smaller focus team, we're going to dig in and make improvements to the game, including some things we've already heard you asking for. We'll share more of our plans soon. How y'all feeling about that? So that's how with the smaller team, we'll be able to focus. Obviously, they can't focus on the bigger team because they can't afford it, but they're talking about improvements, some things they've already heard the community talking about. So it sounds like some buffs or nerfs, some tweaks to the game. But they're not done there. They say our plan for 2026 competitive series are unchanged. We remain committed to partnering with tournament organizers and local communities. Our focus will continue to be on supporting the events and organizers that already power the FGC. Ultimately, this decision reflects a shift in how we operate. This isn't a judgment on individual riders or a signal that our journey is over. We're reshaping the team to give 2XKO more of a sustainable path forward. So on one hand, that tells me that obviously they're like, well, we're still messing with the FGC. We're not going to pull back the plan we had for like putting the money, you know, making the prize pots bigger, which is really cool. But the prize pot money might dwindle a little bit, because if they can't afford to keep the staff, they might have to cut back on budgets altogether. That's what I'm assuming, right? But going deeper, they say, about the people behind the game, I want to be clear. I'm gonna highlight this. I want to be clear about something that matters to me deeply. The people who helped ship 2XKO poured years of creativity, care, and belief into this game. Taking creative risks like this is hard, and the work they did is real and meaningful. We are committed to supporting impacted riders through this transition, including helping them explore opportunities within Riot where possible, and providing a minimum of 6 months of notice pay and severance where it's not. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So they're actually like, yo, we realize we've had a dedicated team and they poured everything, especially their time, into this game. It's been going on for a minute. behind the scenes, but we're helping them. We're committed to helping them find other positions in Riot, or if that's not possible, a minimum, you see right here, a minimum of 6 months notice pay and severance where it's not. Okay, now, especially in this economy, it's hard. It's hard as hell to find a job. I mean, to find a job that you love, like in your field, is damn near impossible nowadays. But to find a job, period, you know, where a lot of us would be happy just with that, even that is hard. 6 months is going a long way. Now, it would be cool if it's longer, but most jobs nowadays, they don't even give you that. Like in my experience, when I was constantly looking for a job in the past, and I was like more so in the apartment industry, it would take me about 3 months. It would take me about 3 months to find a good transition if I was like really hitting it. Nowadays, 6 months, I mean, I can rock with that. You know, perfect world, it would be longer, but like I said, that's cool that they're doing that. Going forward, I know this update will raise questions and concerns. That's understandable. We'll continue communicating about how things are progressing. In this journey, or in the journey so far, we've been humbled and dazzled by the energy and passion you've brought the 2XKO community. That energy matters, and it'll help fuel us into the next chapter as we improve the game. Wrapping it up, saying thank you guys for playing 2XKO and for caring enough to ask hard questions and for being a part of this community, Tom Cannon. So you got Tom right there responding. Like, it's been such a damn road. It has been such a damn journey from there all the way to 2026, only to be like, damn, we're not hitting the numbers that we would hope. Now that's life, right? That's life. So that's to be expected, unfortunately. But you know, with that also, FGC is reacting. Now, continuing right here, I see Sajam saying so soon after 1.0 is wild. It must be doomed then? Question mark. Underneath saying generally very concerning. FGC hasn't spent enough on skins so far. It can't be the download numbers alone since those were very high. And you don't get it, man. The game didn't turn $100 million profit in 6 months, so we gotta shut it down. And I'm pretty sure then I'm dooming a bit, not gonna lie. That's insane, but they must have never believed in the project to not even give it a chance to get legs. And game in the works for over a decade, getting shrunk less than a month after release. Are you kidding me? And I guess it'll probably still exist for a while, but I wouldn't count on them keeping up with character releases on the cadence they said they would. They're wrapping it up under this thread saying, this is the kind of information you keep internal unless it is a specific warning of, I wouldn't spend a bunch of money if I was y'all. I think I saw, yeah, Broski says 1.0 release was like 2 weeks ago. Generally, what the fuck? And underneath that, you got people call this the savior of the FGC, LOL. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting game of the year. And this is such a weird decision, what the fuck? First time ever Riot did something like this. Like even Legends of Runeterra had a few years before it got put on ice, and Riot did not hit their sales goals for $1 bajillion dollars. And then wrapping it up underneath this thread, you actually see an interesting post. It's a screenshot. But right before that, you see it's Riot Games. Their games need to make $1 billion all day, every day for them to keep going, or else they lay people off. Here's the screenshot. They say amazing, and I guess this was one of the employees. It says 10 years on 2XKO, 12 at Riot, and I got laid off with 30 minutes notice, LOL. Gonna take some time. Okay, maybe we need to roll it back. I was just praising them on the message, talking about we're gonna try to find them a transition within the company. If that doesn't exist, 6 months severance. So I was like, okay, that's what's up. But now we got comments talking about 10 years, 12 at Riot, got laid off with 30 minutes notice. For that, I was literally just talking to my wife about it, you know, because we've been through some companies and we've seen a lot of shit in corporate America. And I was like, ain't it some shit that you can literally pledge your business or your career allegiance to a company, and at the end of the day, they really don't give a shit. They honestly, I've seen it time after time when they lay off people or just tell you deuces if you put in a notice. You know how many times I've seen people put in a 2 weeks notice, they fire them instantly or they let them go. They say, now, you don't need to do 2 weeks. You can go now. Like the shadiness, the bitterness, like after everything I done bled for this fucking company, how they're just, and right now, unfortunately, it seems like it's here. 30 minutes? I done give you a decade of my career and you talking about a 30-minute notice? Now, I would hope that this tweet was before the employees found out there was a transition option or the 6 month severance. I would hope. I would hope we can only go off what we're seeing right now. But overall, if we're going back to the game, what we're seeing right now and what we've been feeling up to this point, holy shit. I know for a long time it's been feeling like we were just dooming. I get that, you know, especially on X or Twitter. But at this point, it seems like the proof is in the damn pudding. Like, what is it gonna, then you have so many pros. I was excited for so long because I was like, man, there's gonna be so many godlike pros come from every damn game and they're all gonna collide in some 2x KO. Then you got teams. That's exciting. I know they were really pushing that. Then I even read a comment the other day said, oh, the league community has been waiting for this game. So I was like, holy shit, if the league players have been waiting for this game, maybe it's gonna boost even more. I guess not. But who's to say, like, what is Riot really looking at as a failure? You know, a lot of these comments are talking about they need a million, billion, zillion, league zillion sales for them to even be interested. Is that the point? I'm not too familiar with Riot as far as like their sales and their expectations. And that last comment, or one of the last ones that said, we were all saying that this was going to be the savior of the FGC. I mean, you did see that. I'm not saying everybody was saying that, but you did see that shit on some social media. And now we're laying off people. What happens now? Can they turn it around? I'm literally asking y'all, can they turn this around? How you feeling? Let me know. And that is Butt Check family. Definitely let me know how you are feeling. Like, what the hell, man, with these buttons that unfortunately need to be checked. I will see you guys tomorrow, man. I posted some new videos on the second channel. Hope you guys are enjoying that one. All the links down below. So see you tomorrow for that HT. How you feeling? But either way, somehow, some way, it's about to get better. Love y'all, fam. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
Okay, I had to say this because this is hilarious to me. I was watching the Super Bowl yesterday and I saw the halftime, and I promise you, when I saw this man on the screen, I had the same thought. That was literally my thought around my family. I was like, what the hell? And here's what I'm talking about. Somebody posted this saying, okay, nah, I wasn't tripping. That's definitely him. Look at the smirk. Bro knows he can whoop everybody in that arena in some Street Fighter. And the reason why they're saying that is because this man right here, pause. When I saw that picture, this is the tweet I was thinking right here. He says, am I tripping or did I just see Ryan Hart playing the damn violin at the Super Bowl? Yo, underneath it, you see comments saying, I thought the same. Nope, first thought I had for me for a second too. That was my first thought. I said, damn, they done got Ryan Hart playing the violin. I was literally laughing to myself because my family don't get down to the community. They don't know about no Ryan Hart, but I was like, holy shit, that dude just looked like Ryan. Twitter thinking the same damn thing. Anyway, I thought it was hilarious. Otherwise, I mean, it was a Super Bowl of field goals, right? Up until the very end. But that's it. I'm talking too much. Y'all be good. Peace.